up, guys? Panther here, and we are finally here with our APA Week 3 Little Cup match against Nate the Great and his New York Noibats. So, guys, we had to bring you a post-commentary again, of course. Didn't really want to, but just didn't get to record late enough, unfortunately, to be able to bring you guys a live com battle. But it is coming in Week 4. Promise. It's already happened. It's there. Anyways, so Nate, our good buddy Nate here, has a incredible team. He's built around this Pumpkaboo Munchlax core, which is very, very scary. It's a little knock weak, but you can't really spam those fighting attacks against him because Pumpkaboo is just such a fat mon, and it's really tough for my team to deal with. I wanted to bring Larvesta, but he has so many mons I can check it, like that Geodude, like that Salandit, which outspeeds it, like the Munchlax, like a defensive Munchlax with thick fat can just eat it up. So I didn't really feel like it would be the best fit for this. My flying type is Spearow, and my ghost type is non-existent. Nor do I have an ice type, or a dark type. So that eliminates any type of stab super effective moves that I have for this Pumpkaboo here. So Pumpkaboo is going to be an incredible problem. My thought process was, I've always got the Sash Abra to check it, which was a bad idea. And you'll see later in the video why. Sorry, I got like a hair in my mouth or something. He has the Bagon, which he's used extremely well this season, so it forced me to run Scarf Axew, which Scarf Axew puts in a lot of work anyways with Mold Breaker. If I make a prediction right, hits Superpower, Geodude just drops through Sturdy. But just Scarf Outrage hits his team so hard. He doesn't have a Steel type or a Fairy type, so I can just literally spam Outrage with it, and I thought that would really be great to be able to do. I didn't want to go D-Dance because Purloin could always come in and T-Wave me, fake out me. He could be like Scarf Salazzle. Or something like that, and really mess me up, predict my Z move. So I really thought Scarf would be best, and it gives me an emergency answer to Bagon. It gives me an emergency answer to a couple of things. So let's go ahead and dive into it here. Very scary match. Was very afraid of Salandit also because, as you can see, Salandit really just shredded my team, and really couldn't be having that. I EV'd my Sandshrew to be able to live any attack but Fire EMZ from Salandit, and obviously KO it back with the EQ. So Sandshrew is my dedicated check here. I've really enjoyed Sandshrew this season, but yeah, he leads with the monster, and I can't really have any part of staying in against this thing, so I'm going to switch out. I do have a pretty good answer to it in my Fungus, but so as you can see early, he's got that Bullet Seed here, which was excellent prep on his part to break that Sash from Abra. So immediately when this battle started, I'm like, oh god, I'm super weak to this thing. So, and I knew that going into the match anyways, but this thing was a huge threat to me. So I really had to figure out how to play around it. Anyways, he goes out into Munchlax here. I far off a foul play because I got to attack what's in front of me. I've got to get some damage off on this Pumpkaboo. Goes into Munchlax, find out that it's Eviolite, so I just go ahead and get a Spore off on it. If it's Sleep Talk, it's Sleep Talk. That wastes a move slot, so it would just be like Curse, Rest, Sleep Talk, Body Slam, perhaps. And if that was the case, then I do have counter on my Abra. I could knock it off with Sand Slash, Sandshrew. So I have a couple of answers. I have Bulky Makuhita here also, which definitely threatens this thing out. He does definitely reveal the Sleep Talk here. He uses Body Slam. I'm sitting here praying for a Para because that's just going to make Majin Mike here even a little more boosted. So he makes the switch out here as I go for the knockoff, I do believe, and he goes into Salandit, and no item gets removed, so it reveals that it is Z move. So I know that it's Z. I'm praying that it's not Firium at this point. I go into my counter. So like I said, Sandshrew is there to survive any +2 hit from this thing. It can be +2 like Life Orb. It does not live Fire Blast, but it does live like the Sludge Wave. But he has to hit the Fire Blast. So I do believe I live Flamethrower also. And I definitely lived this, which turned out to be Poisonium. He pops the fire. I thought he was going to pop the Firium there, and Sandshrew was just going to drop. But this is what Sandshrew was built for. Puts me in Berry Juice range. I pop the juice. I go right back up, so Fire Blast isn't going to kill me on the following turn. And we're in business now. So I know he's most likely going to switch out and go into the Pumpkin. He has no form of hazard removal outside of Defog from the Woobat, so I just go ahead and get up my Stealth Rocks here. I figured that would be the best play. I could have knocked, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. So yeah, he's going to make... I'm going to make a switch out into my Fungus again because, like I said, it is my dedicated counter to this thing. And he reveals the Flame Charge, which is even scarier. So this thing definitely could end up sweeping my team if I'm not careful. Sorry, guys. Anyways, he goes back out into Salandit here, which is the best play. He knows that Foul Play isn't going to kill, but he is attack invested on Pumpkaboo, so Foul Play is actually going to do quite a bit to it. It does about 40% to non-invested. I remember that from the calcs. I don't remember from the game what it would end up doing. But obviously, I think he's going to go for the Fire move here, so I don't go into my Sandshrew. I go out into, bless you, my Chinchou, who is Scarf. I was hoping we could catch him with this Scarf Volt switch here, and we did. So Chinchou picking up that young first kill, and that is very, very, very huge because I eliminate a big threat against my team. Speed types with Abra, and it just really goes in against me. So now I go out into my Axew here, and he goes out into the Purloin. I was trying to bait in the Geodude, hoping he would forget about Superpower just so I could knock it out. Mold Breaker with Mold Breaker Superpower. I don't want to get T-Waved on my Axew because I know that it is a win con. Fires off a clean Fake Out, and that doesn't really do much to the Sandshrew there. Sandshrew is very bulky on the physical side. So there is the Munchlax. I'm going to fire off a knockoff here to get rid of that thing's Eviolite. I really thought he'd get Pumpkin there, but we get an unfortunate crit there. Though. Don't think that mattered because his Eviolite was going to be removed anyways next turn. I was going to be able to kill with the EQ. Not unless he would have made a different play potentially if I wouldn't have crit him and him going to Woobat or him potentially going to the Pumpkin, which was always a possibility for him to do. But we get the crit there, so that's a bit unfortunate. It does let him go out into the Pumpkin, though, now. I thought he would overpredict and maybe go for the Flame Charge here. He goes for the Bullet Seed. I really, really, really wanted to get rid of this thing's Eviolite. So, yeah, we make a pretty bad play. And that's 2 weeks in a row that Sandshrews just dropped to a Grass-type move that we've made an overprediction on. So, we gotta stop that. But I can bring Fungus in cleanly now. I didn't want it to be like Fire Blast or anything like that either. I didn't know its spread exactly at this point, but he goes out into the Geodude. I think I fire off a Foul Play here. I do, and I don't think it's going to put it in range of the Juice, so that's perfectly fine. Just out of range of Berry Juice, and was not expecting this big explosion here, which is going to leave my Fungus very low. It doesn't look like it, but that's Pumpkin range from the Flame Charge. So very unfortunate there because now he can just go Pumpkin if he wants to and boost up. He does go into the Woobat, however. He's going to fire off a Psychic here, which is a good play. I'm going to go into Chinchou because if he is not a boosting item, I can actually live any non-boosted hit somehow. So if he goes for the Air Slash, if he goes for the Psychic, and I'm out of range barring a crit, or unless he was like modest. But yeah, Chinchou is going to fire back with a big Ice Beam here because I can just lock myself safely into Ice Beam. Munchlax is gone. Salandit is gone. Just in case he wanted to go out into the Pumpkin, we're going to pick up a nice KO on it. And now my Chinchou is fodder. It's done its job. It's taken out 2 big threats. Woobat with Calm Mind was very, very scary for my team. So yeah, that was a bit scary there. But the cat is in now. And the cat, I don't think, can kill me, not unless he has something, some type of crazy heat or something like that. Goes to the Foul Play, and I'm just going to kill it with a close combat. That leaves his last Mon to be the Pumpkaboo here. So, I'm lowered defensively. At this point, he's going to be able to kill me with Flame Charge. But I wanted to kill the cat with something that he couldn't revenge very easily, or he couldn't set up more than one time on. So I only want him to get 1 Flame Charge up because I know at that point Axew can still outspeed. I can do a ton of damage to it, and then he's not going to be able to set up in the face of Fungus because I can just click Foul Play and it should be able to end it from there. So now I can go out into my boy Axew here, click that Scarf Outrage, and I should be out of range of anything he wants to use, barring like maybe Shadow Ball. I can't remember the Shadow Ball calc, but he does have just the Rock Smash. That is for Shieldon. It's a good tech there on Nate's part. And Axew is just going to be able to clean up with 2 Scarf Outrages. So great game to you, Nate. Really fun battle here. I wish we would have planned a little bit better and done that triple battle like we thought about. That would have been a lot of fun. But maybe if we meet in playoffs or something like that, we can meme it out. This is the Meme King here. Be sure to check out his channel. We'll be in the description down below. So now we have picked up our first win on the season. We are 1-2 heading into Mightykiss and those Boston Beedrills next week. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up on that like button down below. And until next time, guys.